Hi Year 6, this is lesson 1 for English. What I've got for you is a piece of music by a Russian composer called Mazorski. He wrote a piece of music called Night on a Bare Mountain. It's a fantastic piece of music. It's a classical piece of music that I would like you to listen to in a moment. I'll just tell you a little bit about the composer. As I said, he was a Russian composer who lived a long time ago, and he had difficulty finishing his pieces. So he didn't know how popular his pieces were while he was still alive, and sometimes other people had to finish his pieces of music for him. Now, he wrote this piece of music about a very spooky, scary night. It's a night on the Bare Mountain where witches all meet together and they have a party. Now, it's just one night of the year, St. John's Eve. It's also called the Witches' Sabbath, and they all gather on this very spooky, scary, mysterious mountain to have a huge big party. And you'll hear, when you listen to the piece of music, how the music is meant to depict the witches all flying around in a really spooky, scary way. And they have to finish their party when dawn breaks, and you'll hear that in the piece of music. So when you hear the bells of the church chiming in the morning, when dawn breaks, the witches all have to leave the party. Now, what your task is going to be is to listen to the piece of music and then to think of as many words that can describe how the piece of music made you feel, and imagine being on the mountain that night. What you need to do is you need to go to the BBC website and you need to search for something called 10 pieces. There were 10 pieces of music that were chosen for children to listen to. They're all fantastic pieces of music, but the one that we're going to concentrate on, because it fits with our topic of mountains, is called A Night on the Bare Mountain by Mazorski. Now, when you search for this website, this is the screen that you should see, and you can either click on the picture with the scary witch's face, and that gives you a lovely little introduction to the piece of music. You also can then see an orchestra playing it beautifully, or you can watch the full performance and click on the screen where you can see the man hitting the percussion instrument. That will also show you the same piece. I'd like you to listen to it more than once if you can. It's a fantastic piece of music, very dramatic. Listen to the different parts of the piece of music, see which instruments you can see, really enjoy it. And you could have a listen with your eyes closed after you've watched it all the way through. Then see if you can imagine some of these images in your head. This is one person's interpretation. This is something that was drawn by Disney because they made a film about it. You can see how spooky and sinister and dark and gloomy. Remember, it's night time, one night of the year for a witch's party on a mountain. This shows you there might be some flames. You can see them dancing in the flames. It's meant to be a very evil, very dark party. And here you can see there might be other horrible creatures joining them. This creature doesn't look very friendly. Here you can see some very scared looking people, some very scared looking creatures. Maybe there's some trolls or some goblins, all sorts of evil creatures that are all gathering for this terrible, sinister party. So once you've listened to the music, we would like you to create a word bank. You might want to describe the mountain. So here are some words to start you off. You could describe the mountain as mysterious. You might want to describe the witches. Maybe you think that they're vile. Think about how the witches move, swooping. Think about how they sound, cackling. What was the party like? What noise could you have heard from the party? Could you use words like rowdy? Have a little think and try and think of some words of your own. Once you have created your fantastic word bank, and it's going to be very useful for some of the other tasks that I'm going to ask you to do, I would like you to show it to me in the Zoom meeting, or I would like you to email it to me. I do need to see your work because we do need you to be doing your work at home. So have your piece of work ready to show in the Zoom meeting or ready to email me. And we'll be collecting all of your work here in school, looking at it all, of course. It's very important. And hopefully you'll enjoy doing this task. I love listening to this piece of music. I could listen to it every day. It's fantastic. If you've got any problems, if you can't get it to work, please ask me in the Zoom meeting and I can help you. Okay? Right, bye for now, Year 6.